Lou Scott. Believe it or not, she is 11 years old from New York.
What part of New York?
I'm not too sure. I think Brooklyn. I'm not too sure, but pretty sure you're from New York City. I had all of her information on here before, but I kind of lost it. You know what?
She should go say hi to Sean and T-Mots and tell them to behave.
Yeah. Yeah, she's 11. She's from New York. I'm on her Facebook page right now. Let me get more of an idea. It doesn't really say where she's from, but I know she's from New York. I think she had a year old. I think she's gotten a little bit older since last time we talked to her, but through email. But yeah. Anyway. Hi, I'm Shells. I'm Tacoma, the Spider.
In Ohio.
Yes, and we are taking a break for talking to musicians and honoring our sponsor on Sponsor Appreciation Day and doing our fundraiser.
Yes.
And Marjorie's going to call in right after this. We're talking to a sponsor right now. This is Erica.
Hello.
Hello, and tell us about the name of your business and what do you do?
My business is Roth Art Studios, and I have only a Facebook page now. It's Roth Art Studios, if you look it up on Facebook. And I paint, and I like to paint landscapes and pet portraits. Those are my favorite. But I do other portraits and other things. And I have quite a variety on the page. And then I have a lot of different jewelry that I make. Wire jewelry with stones and beads. And mostly stones and beads. Sometimes they're glass, though. Sometimes they're crystals, Swarovski crystals. Or just creative things that I find. And then I make magnets out of buttons, and I sometimes make landscapes inside of bottle caps, and then I fill that in with an epoxy, and I put the magnet on the back. So they're all little handmade things that I do.
Cool.
And I like to do custom work also, because it's if I get stuck stuck for ideas and somebody wants a specific thing, I can whip something else out, something new. That's really fun.
Cool. How long have you been doing this?
What's that? How long? I don't know, about 5 years, I think. Yeah, I didn't know that I could do those things. I went to Pratt Art School in Seattle, and I learned how to draw, and I learned how to paint, and I was kind of good at it, and it was a lot of fun. And I took a jewelry making class, and I tried glass blowing too, but that's kind of scary, so I didn't I didn't stick with that.
Yeah, but it seems like fun, but yeah, a little scary.
What was that?
Yeah, it sounds like a little scary, a lot of fun, but scary.
Yeah.
And since you became a sponsor, have you got any hits or something like that?
Yeah, I've seen some new people checking out the website, so that's pretty cool.
Cool.
And waiting to do some good projects.
Okay. Spider, do you have any questions for her?
Now you do a lot of kind of like crafty things. Would you say you're into like repurposing kind of things?
I do that with the bottle caps. I actually collect them from whatever drinks that I have. So we'll have the Izzy juices. I don't know if you have those everywhere, but Izzy or root beer. Usually, if I go to a party and people have beer, I will take their flat bottle caps if they don't break them, if they don't bend them up too much, and I'll use those. Just wash them out, and like I said, I'll put different things inside the bottle cap, and then I'll epoxy them. So I'll make little seams inside,
Now,
and then the back has.
How elaborate
logo.
can you get with those? Like how elaborate? How much do you put into a scene on the bottle cap?
Well, I've done as little as one bracelet that I made out of bottle caps was I hooked them together and I put little cats. Well, I painted the inside and I put cat. There are different buttons. I put a cat button and then a little fishbone button and a mouth button, and I did all kind of related things and made them into a bracelet. And then just with thick copper wire, just binding them together. And then I've done, for some of the landscaping, I paint a tiny landscape inside with sky and clouds and grass and the whole thing. And I put moss, real moss, inside at the bottom, and then paint trees and birds and things. So I get pretty tiny in there. Kind of elaborate.
I don't have the handiwork. Like I do well on larger things, but anytime I've ever had to try to get into super close work like that, my hands have this tiny, tiny, tiny little tremor at the very tips of my fingers, and there's no way I can keep something like that organized and looking like it's even more than just a blob. So I definitely have to give you some good props for having both the patience and the finger steadiness.
Dexterity and I mean, once in a while stuff happens, but normally if I just keep. Sometimes I'll get the thought where, oh, don't move, and then I'll have to take a breath and then just continue. You're like, don't mess it up. But then you can always just paint over it, so just let it dry. Try again. No problem. It's like Bob Ross, right? It's a happy little problem. It's not a problem. It's all great. I meant to do that.
Now, since you do a few different kind of bottle caps, most bottle caps are probably made of pretty much the same kind of materials. But if there was one bottle cap that is kind of different, what's the best kind of bottle cap to work with? Is there a particular brand or a particular material?
They all do seem to be pretty similar. Sometimes they're a little deeper than others. And so if I have some thicker item that I want to put inside, that'll help, because if it sticks up too much, then the epoxy's not going to cover it. But I just like to find the different caps. Like I'm looking at some now, and have the Izzy ones are white, and then they have this kind of little silver star pattern or flower, and it's pretty. And then there's Thomas Kemper root beer, and it's got a little bee logo on it, and I just like the different way they look.
Nice, very nice.
They all become a different thing. Transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as that goes with the show, of course you're one of our sponsors, so it stands to reason that you enjoy the show. What is your favorite part of the show?
Well, I like listening to the music and learning about the new bands, different bands that I would have never heard before. I have never heard before. And when you guys are talking, sometimes you're funny and then makes me laugh. It's a fun thing to listen to.
Sometimes we are funny. I mean, not all the time, because I know for a fact I'm not funny most of the time. But
sometimes it's very serious. It's an important topic.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I enjoy learning a new thing.
What was your favorite episode so far?
Well, I didn't know anything about EB, and so Jamie Hartley episode was pretty amazing.
Good.
That was really interesting.
Yeah, I think a lot of people learn something about that, so.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you would like to see in the future on the show? Any bands you think of or anything like that?
Well, let's see. There's a band. There's a band in Olympia called Split Ends, and they're kind of new. formed newly, and I just heard they were recording. They were recording the other day, so I got to get them and you guys all
yes.
together.
Yeah, bring them on.
That'd be great. So look forward to that.
Yeah, bring them on. I'd love to check them out and get them on the show and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I would love a T-shirt with my name on it. How do I get that custom shirt again?
Go to our Patreon.
Patreon.
LTATM Radio.
Yes,
That's
the $25
right. Okay.
level, and we might even actually. That's another thing that I had thought of, because since Erica is one of our other sponsors, I'm sure there's probably some kind of special crossover thing we can do, so that if somebody's a sponsor and a patron, that they're not paying full price double duty. So we can do some kind of like discount of some sort on one or both packages. That's something we should probably work out, huh?
Yeah, we
That's pretty
should.
cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
That's a fantastic idea.
we occasionally have light bulbs go off here
Bing.
here in the virtual studio world.
Teamwork.
Absolutely.
Collaboration.
And sometimes we have the idea right here on the air, just like now.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's the best news I've heard all day.
That's the best news I've heard all
That's the
day.
best news I've heard all day. One of these days, we're going to have him come back on the show, and we're going to have a contest where we play the recording and we have him say it, and somebody has to try to figure out which one was the real Mott's. Was it live or was it recorded? Dun, da, 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 da. Game show.
Oh, gosh. Cracks me up. Oh, anyway.
Live or Memorex, if you remember that. If you're that old.
See, we got all kinds of good ideas tonight. We've got great sponsors, great ideas. We're rocking tonight.
We are. We are. It is awesome, and we have 7 people listening in. I am on top of that. It's awesome.
Cool.
But normally we usually
Yeah,
have...
go check out my page.
Yeah, go check it out. It's awesome. Of course, everyone who's going to be listening to this afterwards on Spotify, not Spotify, I don't know why I said Spotify, or SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, iTunes, TuneIn, podcast, you guys are missing out by listening after the show has been aired. This is great. So you need to come to letstalkaboutthemusic.com. You'll see the drop-down menus. At the main page, you'll see all our show programs. Click on it, and you can join us live. Every single live show. All right, so is there anything else you want to talk about? Your jewelry, your stuff before you go?
Look.
Huh?
I don't just just check out the page, and if you want anything custom made for, I don't know, a special occasion, for a holiday, I gotta have some notice for the painting, especially a couple weeks, depending on size. And what I know, one thing I wanted to say that I started was making miniature paintings, and they're on small easels. So I call it desk art, because then you don't have to buy a huge painting. You can just bring it to your office if you work in an office, and you have a little tiny piece of art, handmade, custom, cool thing on your desk.
Cool. And you already have an order already. You go in the chat room. Draconis is going to order your hair sticks on your page.
Awesome.
See,
I'll go right there. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
what happens? Come sponsor, you
Yeah.
can sell right now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Great.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being